This is a personal story. It happened when I was about 11. And I remember there was one weekend during my 6th grade year when my family got invited to go camping with some friends of ours. And we got excited because we were going to be camping at a lake. We had never been to a lake. So everybody got their campers ready in their trailers, and we drove up to Echo Reservoir. And we had about 20 people in our party. It was the 4th of July weekend. My mom and dad's friend had brought in their boat. And my sister and I were so excited because we had never been on a boat before. And so we asked him if he got his boat in the lake, if we could go boating. He says, no, we can't go tonight because it's much too late, but I'll take you out on the boat tomorrow. So we settled in for the night, and we had a hard time sleeping, I remember, that night in the camper. We got up the next morning, and I remember looking out the camper window, how glassy and smooth the lake looked. And we ate breakfast, and we were sitting around the fire, and my mom's friend, Andy, he said, well, Peg, do you still want to go on the boat? And I said, yeah. And so he said, well, get ready, we're going to be going here in a minute. So I ran back to the camper, got my swimming suit on and a t-shirt, and watched as they pushed the boat onto the lake. And we all got in the boat, and we started out into the lake. And I remember there was a lot of other boaters there because it was the 4th of July weekend. So it was quite crowded. We got onto the lake, and Andy started pulling out this water skiing gear. And anyway, his eldest son went water skiing first. And he made it look so easy, you know, and I had never been water skiing ever before. And then after his oldest son went, his daughter went.
Son's name?
His daughter went, and she was a really good friend of mine, Sherry. And so I watched her, and she again made it look so easy. And I thought, God, I wonder if I could do that. So when we were getting Sherry back onto the boat, I went up to him and I says, Andy, do you think I could try? He says, well, sure, Peg, you can use my daughter's skis. They should fit you. So they helped me get the skis on and get me into the water. And I remember he really emphasized, hold on tightly to the rope. And so I remember they put me in the middle of the lake, and I was sitting there with my skis on, up above the water in the middle of this lake. And I was holding tightly onto this rope. That's all I'm thinking about, is holding tightly onto this rope. Until I started thinking about the fish in the lake. And I was nervous. Here I am, like sitting duck in the lake, if the fish were going to bite me on the butt. And my friend Sherry, she hollered and she says, don't worry about it, Peg, just keep moving. And they slowly revved up the boat and pulled me up out of the water. And at that point in time, the fish didn't even matter. Because I could just remember being on those skis, up on the water, and the wind just blowing through my hair, and it was so fun. I couldn't believe I could even get out of the water on my first try. There was another boat that came by, and they were pulling a skier, and they sent a ripple of kind of a wave across the lake, and it threw me off balance. It kind of scared me at first. But then there was a bigger boat that came by, and they were racing. It was a bigger engine boat. It came going by. It had 2 skiers on it. So as they passed us in the opposite direction, there was multiple ripples that went under me, threw me way off balance. I lost my right ski, I remember, fell flat face down in the water, somewhat disheveled. And then they put the flag up on the boat. They circled around. They picked me up, and we spent a little bit more time out on the lake boating. As tired as I was, and I didn't even think about the rope burns that were on my legs from getting pulled up out of that water and holding on so tightly, and then the roughness of the water, that all I could think about was, I wondered when I could do this when would be the next time that I would even ever be able to do this.